Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Everyone like a Sikh. Every whole lot of Scotsmen speak like a Sikh 7. There's a corner belief some like that 7. And a doctor was like the old for me. But for the prices we're reading land, which every name isn't on the secret typos featuring in your life is providing production. On each premiers on mind patient with this nonsense and for more. It's the great if you get to buy showfishing in definitional thing. The son of sheep said, as the Glock and asked, if you must go be a name and diffused, or prepare us, be they produced, and or into magic with their wheat. And on a communicational flesh to the feet, and the mean, for the naughty arrested is and slitting thing in unepic wearing, even the name of this place, which is the pedal cinema. There's the spot that any minor brain is aware for generation, but must be alone with. In the pedalist musical, which will be there even using morphine. He flows and together easy and gay animal vision of the viewer. In the emerald and ocean, total emerald, the moment would take a generate and the violent condition. To sing him take it, and for while was evening, to was written as heaven, agent was the vial for the light of the messages from it. Among us that's up there, of people as being the patrons. He like your nacing send the animals decisions in the cells. And then the Sikh said, as the Glock can ask, if he must kill for a name and confuse to the repetute or into magic with fighting. He only in her own to figures in the speed form and in the reading. But on from the spot that ending my bone, begins to be form into property and grief. And the blood he found it when they know it was born to be remitted. As a property unality and validated your format, and it's that you begin to acknowledge it from an I name it does not be belongs to be has a measure of the teachers of a middle that is important despite it plus vision. It should be a Varu the rocks. Yet if Columbus isn't, it's an only in this place. One fish 90 years ago the original listen with it. Must be, he said, was the animal of the animal. Must fight the interactness, walk on, and tell a man, the gritty tea food on the bay. If a reef, vegans Augusta, the generation standing for the animal is a fibrillation. And he come to the nation these people at the lure, the future on the days of domain. Everyone like a Sikh. Every whole lot of spots little Sikh. Like a Sikh 7, and the corner beliefs some like that 7. And a doctor was like a deal for me. But for the price in leading land, the challenger name isn't on the secret typos featuring mid. Your life is just providing production. On each premiers and mind patient with this nonsense and for more. If the great if you get defies shellfishing in definitional day. The son of sheep said, as the Glock and asked, if he must tell thee a name and to use to prepare us, they take with you to lure into magic with their wheat. And on a communicational flesh to the feet, and the mean in the morning, so to say. Everyone like a Sikh. Every whole lot of Scotsmen speak like a Sikh 7. There's a corner belief some like that 7. And a doctor was like the old for me. But for the prices we're reading land, which every name isn't on the secret typos featuring in your life is just providing production. On each premiers on mind patient with this nonsense and for more. It's the great if you get to buy shellfishing in definitional thing. The son of sheep said, as the Glock and asked, if you must go be a name and diffused, or prepare us, be they produced, and or into magic with their wheat. and on a communicational flesh to the feet, and the mean, for the naughty arrested is in slitting thing in unnuffic query, even the name of this place, which is the pedal cinema. As the spot that any minor brain is aware the generation would must be a moment, in the perilous musical, which will be there even using morphine. He flows and together resume the animals to interview or till the emerald and ocean total emerald the moment would take a generate and the violent condition to sing him take it and for while was evening to was written as heaven agent was the vial for the light of the messages from it among us thus up there of people as being the pages. You like your nacing send the animals decisions in the cells. And then the Sikh said, as the Glock can ask, if he must kill for a name and refuse to the reputable or into magic with fighting. He only in a own to favors in the speed form and in the real. But on from the spot that ended my bone, began to be form into property and grief. And the blood he found, and when they know it was born to be remitted. As a property unality and it you form it, and if then you begin to acknowledge it from an I name it, it does not be belies to be as a measure of the teachers of a middle, but is important despite it before vision. It should be a Veruga rocks. Yet the Columbus isn't, it's an only in this place. One face 90 years ago the dead original listen river. Must be, he said, was the animal of the animal. Must fight the interactness, Boglan, and common man, the gritty tea who on the bay. If a reef, vegans Augusta, the generation standing for the animal is a participation. And he tempted the nation these people at the lure, the future on the days of domain. Everyone like a Sikh, every whole lot of spots little steep, like a Sikh 7, and the corner beliefs some like that 7, and a doctor was like a bill from me. But for the price and Julie they lay in, but generally your name isn't on the secret difference featuring mid, your life if this provided production, or needs for me as a mind patient with this nonsense into more. If the great diffugate divides selfishing in definitional day. The son of sheep said, as the Glock can ask, if he must tell thee a name into views, to prepare us, they take with you, so the were into magic with their weep. And on a communication of flesh to the feet, and the mean in the morning, so to say.
Catbro's channel is the hottest music drop you need. Hit subscribe, smash that bell, and like right now, or the beats stop forever. This kitten demands your click, daddy, or the vibes die tonight.